Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Legend of Zelda Randomizer Random Percent Tournament here on Randomania. Tonight, we have game number 1 of an elimination showdown between CaptainGreen7 and Dark Falls. Hi, everyone. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and here to call the exciting action with me is Fried Teeth. Should be a good one tonight between these two fine competitors. What are you going to be looking forward to?
I'm just looking forward to a good match tonight. Both of them have had, gotten through some tough matches to get here. CaptainGreen7 took out Amazing Toaster and then lost to Fury before winning 2 straight in the consolation bracket. And Dark Falls actually knocked me out of the winner's bracket before losing a really close match to Antlers to end up here.
Looking at that bonus bracket down here, there are a lot of wow, and we have Adaginos and Crystal Saver down in the bonus bracket. That means that if my calculations are correct, that means Thorwolf got his revenge on Crystal Saver. So yeah, looking at these names down here, Fried Teeth, boy, we have got a bloodbath of names. That tells me right there that the competition, the cream of the crop, the talent, is risen so much that you're going to start to see a lot of these big names down here.
Yeah, Thorwolf looked really, really good last night in taking out Saber. So we've got Recorder and Silver Arrows. And
those
we've got
some big, yeah.
Triforces for what we can assume right now would be 2 and 7.
Yeah, the reason why we say we can assume that is because if it turns out that we have a second quest front half or back half or both, then we're going to have to switch those positions around to 3 and 8. But that will be determined later on once we have more information. There's some hints with random prices. So there is a chance, Fried Teeth, we could be dealing with helpful hints.
And we've also got the Any Roads. Those are shuffled.
Yeah,
but
and we do. Ooh. Recorder to new Unbeaten's Dark Falls has tested the waters. And because he went to level 4, I don't think that's the Triforce to level 2. I think that's the Triforce to level 3. I think we're dealing with a second quest, at least 1 through 6. But we'll find out when we get more information. What we do know is that the levels are revealed to us. So when we get to the dungeons, we know exactly where we are. And even more importantly, Captain Green's side, we have a boomstick seed, Fried Teeth.
that's always fun here. Now we just have to see if we have enough money.
Very likely could be 1 cube. Maybe Dark Falls hit the Recorder twice, or maybe I can't do the math. Well, in any event... Oh, wait a minute. That's right. We start with 1 and we go to 3 new Unbeatens. Actually, well, maybe the logic isn't the same as it is in the vanilla game. In any event, we'll get to it when we get to it. In any event, Captain Green finds... Well, we have the brown Armos, so this is either full-blown first quest or it's first quest mixed.
There's level
the end of
1.
Cable Row. Okay.
Got a ladder block, but you're gonna be able to get around that, except for the fact there's no way to get through there right now.
No resources, no weapons, no bombs or keys. We'll come back later when we are better equipped. Dark Falls now checking the White Sword location up above the waterfall, and we have, that was that hint shop that we saw earlier on Captain Green's side. And Captain Green, there is no Recorder in that spot. Captain Green finds the letter at the very southwest corner of Hyrule as Dark Falls is going up the mountain to the vanilla level 5 location. Boy, I'm really getting full-blown first quest vibes here, Fried Teeth.
Starting to look that way.
We do find our large secret is at 100 rupees. We knew that was going to be vanilla because we had seen vanilla prices in the shop. So your secrets are going to be 10, 30, and 100. And the distribution, there will be 4 small secrets, 7 medium secrets, and 3 large secrets.
And got an interesting development on Captain Green's side. He found level 7, and it's on the raft spot, where level 4 normally is.
Yeah, so if we didn't have that feature with the recorder taking us to new unbeaten dungeons, we would be raft blocked. But that is simply not the case tonight.
But it also brings us to an interesting question. A lot of times you don't want to dig out level 7. But if you now take that dry force out of there and leave, you're going to have to dig out the raft to get back.
By the way, it's going to be 2Q7, 8, and 9. You want to know why? We found level 7, and in second quest, they are flip-flopped. So they don't have the Triforce to level 7. They have the Triforce to level 8. That means that 7 through 9 have to be second quest.
Darkfalls is going to pick up his candle, so he's going to be able to get into level 3 when he goes back there. And Captain Green finds the power bracelet as the white sword item.
That's right, Fried Teeth, and also, unfortunately for these runners, we do not have 0 HP enemies, as that blue moblin did not go down in a single candle strike. Some people are calling for this to be a swordless seed. Unfortunately, this is not going to be the case. This is the bonus bracket, and we are not deep enough yet in the consolation bracket to see a potential swordless seed, but that will be coming later.
And Captain Green finds a take any cave, and we don't have extra candles here, so they're going to have to... Well, Darkfalls has already bought his, but Captain Green is going to have to find some money to get that.
Yep, 60 rupees to be exact, as we're going to find out what the ladder item on the coast is just a moment. But first, Captain Green going to find his second take any cave, and we'll pick up another heart container. 2 and 3 chance of picking up that there's another heart container as the ladder item on the coast. There is currently, well, I said there's a 2 and 3 chance. Actually, there's a 5 and 6 chance he'll be able to pick up that power bracelet, because there's a 50-50 chance the 5 hearts is not shuffled. And if it is shuffled, then it's a 1 in 3 chance that 5 hearts isn't going to be enough. As Darkfall's now in level 1, but he's going to see the bad news. He is going to be ladder blocked from the north, and there's that Chevy room to the east. Actually, it was the combat that stopped Captain Green from the north, excuse me, but Darkfall's not going to continue right now, does not want to waste the time with just the single blue candle. He'll come back later when he's better equipped.
And we'll find out right now if this is first quest or mixed overworld. And we do have full first quest.
Yep, absolutely right, Fried Teeth, because if that wasn't a full-blown first quest, we would have saw the second recorder lake where 2Q3 is, as Darkfalls picks up the medium secret, takes him up to 80 rupees, but now he is going to check the Armo statue where the blue ring shop would normally be in first quest. But unfortunately, there's a lot of enemies surrounding it, and there's nothing behind that first Armo, so what about the second or third? Second has the staircase. Darkfall's able to get to it, but unfortunately, it's nothing but a door repair penalty.
So Captain Green should find us our Armos item momentarily here.
You're right, Fried Teeth, because the other spots did not have it. And what do we have? Oh, look at this, the ladder. Great find there for Captain Green. So that ladder block that we saw in level 1 is now a thing of the past, but these runners would like to find that wood sword, but it's not going to be behind this casino screen. Instead, well, if you're going to find a door repair penalty, find it when you are bankrupt.
Captain Green also bracelet, and even with the full first quest overworld, we know, given that the any roads are shuffled, that's potentially a useful item.
definitely. Now, he does have enough hearts to pick up that power bracelet. He now has 6 as Dark Falls picks up a small secret. In fact, we have a high 5 between these two runners. Captain Green going to get that same small secret for 10.
Dark Falls is about to pick up his ladder.
As long as he doesn't meet his demise, that ladder should be his, but he's getting away from that screen quickly. He now knows exactly where it is. Unfortunately, Captain Green going to go bankrupt. Boy, what a nasty screen to go bankrupt at, too. I mean, you have levers, you have Lionels, just a nasty screen there. But Captain Green is going to get some money back. That's one of the 3 large secrets, so there's 100 rupees right there.
Now, we don't have a lot of spots left.
Now, I'm going to tell you where that wooden sword is. It's going to be at the potion shop next to Vanilla Level 9. That's where it's going to be.
Isn't that everyone's favorite spot to find it at?
I think not. I think a lot of people detest it's there unless your starting location is like a couple screens next door, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. You know, speaking of which, we're almost 10 minutes into the Seed Fright Teeth. We still have no bombs.
I know at least one of them saw a bomb shop. I don't recall exactly where. But well, Captain Green wouldn't have seen any because he doesn't have a weapon yet.
No. Captain Green doesn't have a weapon, but now he does as he goes into the candle shop where the boomsticks is. So he's got 40 rupees and now a candle to do some exploration at. Now, for those of you who are wondering what the boomstick does, normally people will try to stay far away from that book as they can, because when you have the wand equipped, there's some bombs on Captain Green's side. Unfortunately, Dark Falls takes an overworld death, so back to start he goes. When you have the book equipped with the wand, whenever it makes contact with walls or enemies, it bursts into flames. It can be beneficial at times, but more often than not, it's a hindrance. We do see that HP is shuffled, and Captain Green trying to play the money-making game, but unfortunately lost 10 rupees. With the boomstick, instead of bursting into flames upon contact, it acts as a bomb. So not only can you bomb the walls in dungeons with the boomstick, you can also do bomb damage to enemies.
Dark Falls is headed into level 7 with just his recorder.
Yep, and we knew all along that this was second quest because we had seen that the Triforce they had gotten, even though it was in the level 7 position, turned out to be the Triforce from level 8. But Dark Falls finding an instant Triforce in level 7, so he's now got 3, and I don't think he's going to come back to level 7 anytime soon. Having said that, we're probably going to find the bow in 7 or 8.
But he decides to retry, and I think that's actually a really smart play.
You think that's a smart play, doing a retry instead of saving your Triforce progress?
Well, the problem is if he finds that he needs to come back to 7, he's going to have to dig out the raft. And that Zarnax is pointing out, that Triforce was 3 rooms in. It's no combat to get it. And with the recorder, that's 30 seconds in and out anytime he wants. But if he knows that he needs to come back there for an item, now he can get back there with just the recorder.
That would make sense in this case when you have the recorder sending you to unbeaten dungeons. Yeah, because you're right. Then if you wanted to get back, yeah, you're absolutely right. He would need the raft. Meanwhile, as you were describing that, Fright Teeth, we did find our wood sword, and it's behind where the magical sword is. Captain Green with his letter and the amount of money that he had is going to go ahead and buy a potion at the forgotten spot. Dark Falls is getting close to where that wood sword is.
We still got to find level 9.
Yeah, we haven't found level 9 yet. 13 minutes in. Dark Falls finding his second large secret behind where a 10 secret normally would be. Captain Green finds an arrow shop, and he's going to go ahead and purchase the 4-pack of bombs for its vanilla 20 rupee price.
Right, we don't need to buy any arrows in this seed.
No, We do not have to buy arrows because we have the silver arrows. Dark Falls checking. Nope, he thought maybe that could be a recorder spot. We are dealing with a full-blown first quest. But Dark Falls not heading for the... Ooh, he's going for the heart container instead. But unfortunately, Dark Falls is going to miss out on his sword.
Yeah, I think he wanted to see this because he died a few minutes ago heading over to this screen.
Meanwhile, Captain Green does go back for the power bracelet with the 6 hearts he was guaranteed to pick it up. So now that's more spots that are unlocked, and who knows, level 9 might be there.
And we also haven't seen level 2. And while we don't need that Triforce, I've seen a few seeds in these in this tournament where the only Triforce they started with was that one, the level that had the item they needed.
Yeah, you're right about that. We find another arrow shop on Captain Green's side at the Fairy Fountain spot. Vanilla level 8 had another bomb shop. Dark Falls opting not to purchase bombs. Wonder if he's saving his money to maybe purchase that boomstick. He's only 29 rupees away. There's another bonus cave for Dark Falls, and now he's guaranteed to pick up that power bracelet, as Captain Green is now going to go back into level 1, and this is a Dark Nut dungeon.
And this is shape. Or no, sorry, this is second. Sorry, we already know that this is second quest 1.
It's not second. It's not second quest. It's either first quest or shapes. It's shapes.
It's shapes.
So, bump first quest tonight. You're not going to get that luxury. There's a heart container on the floor, which will take Captain Green. I called him Asylum because that's what the levels are titled, Asylum. Oh, level 9 has been found by Dark Falls, and it was Candle Block near level 2 Vanilla.
And I believe up until now, Dark Falls has not confirmed that we're on full quest or full first quest overworld, which he's about to do.
Correct. Captain Green does have 6 bombs to his name. Gets a clock drop. We'll be able to take down these Dark Nuts, which, again, enemies have been shuffled in terms of HP, because I saw a red Octrock not go down in one sword strike, so I know that has been shuffled. Asylum appears to be... I did it again! Captain Green appears to be key blocked.
He's going to give us our first look at level 3 now.
Indeed, Captain Green is going to level 3 again. This is shapes, and I'll tell you, level 3 tends to have lots of segments, but now we've got ourselves a 4-headed Gleeok. See how he does in this fight. Vanilla, it's 10 hits for the first head and 6 hits for all subsequent heads. Doesn't look like boss HP has been randomized, though. I've been counting 10 and 6. There's only one more head left to go. This is a really good fight for Captain Green. Darkfall's going to check that potion shop, thinking that's probably where the wood sword is. Unfortunately, he's only going to find, well, it is another take any cave, and he'll pick up another heart container, so I will take him up to 8 hearts. However, we don't know if this is going to be a Mag's seed or not, because there's always that chance we could find the bombs plus. Captain Green picks up the Triforce here in level 3, and that's another Triforce in a Triforce room, so it's starting to look like that Triforces might be designated to those rooms.
Now we're just going to see, well, I was about to say we're going to see Captain Green just go from one level to the next, but electing to check some of these spots near where he Darkfall, still without a sword, free also.
Ooh, here's level 2 on Captain Green's side, and again, you had mentioned this, there's always that chance this is a small enough dungeon. My hearing aid is broken. I'm starting to believe we need the book to understand what all these Hylians are saying. So it still also could act as an atlas. In addition, ooh, keys rolling high to 2 HP. Heart container on the ground. You know, I'm starting to get the suspicion here, Fright Teeth, that heart containers are not in the shuffle. It's early, but I'm getting that feel.
I am as well. I mean, that's the way I normally play these seeds. Until I'm proven otherwise, I assume heart shuffles generally off.
Both runners now have 8 hearts as Captain Green finds a medium secret to take him up to 71 rupees. Darkfall's trying to get to the vanilla level 6 location, but he's being blocked off by these blue moblins without any permanent weapon. This is going to be difficult to do, so he's just going to move on. And if he goes up to the magical sword location, in fact, he's here right now, he's going to get that wood sword, and that's really going to help him out.
Yeah, that level 6 screen is always can be so difficult to get up into when you don't have a sword.
Especially if it's Lionels and Wizrobes and Darknuts or any of those combinations. As Captain Green's now in level 4. Darkfall's in level 1 now. And yeah, it's definitely looking like Triforce delegated to Triforce rooms in this seed. Oh, speaking of Wizrobes, there they are, Fright Teeth.
Yeah, but I think the Triforce in here is free, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him just grab that and get right back out of here.
So there are 3 items in level 1. If the pattern holds true, one of them is going to be a heart container, and the other 2 will be actual items.
Well, we did already see a heart container on the floor from Captain Green in level 1.
Right. We didn't see much else because we were key blocked, but then level 1, and again, level 1 tends to do that, tends to key block our runners and not provide the keys needed. Darkfall's with no keys, so unless he finds a path that Captain Green absolutely missed, he's going to suffer from the same fate. And there is said heart container for Darkfall's, taking him up to 9 hearts. He's already 1 heart away from a potential shot at the magical sword or the magical version of the Bombs Plus. Again, we don't know if Bombs Plus is going to be there or if it's going to be the white sword and magical sword.
And at this point, we're 21 minutes in. We've already found, I believe it, every spot on the overworld.
Yes, that's correct. All of the levels have been found. Darkfalls, yep, he is key blocked out of level 1. Here's the map for level 5, our first shapes of tonight. 22 rooms, which I'd say is about an average size level 5. Price is 76 rupees, 1 above the minimum price, but Captain Green is not going to buy the bomb upgrade just right now. He might be saving his money.
Now that shape's not quite as good as what we saw in Saver and Thurwolf's race last night. Last night we had a level 6 where the shape of the map was a 6.
Really? I'm going to have to see that one. That's pretty cool. That's a transport staircase. Captain Green's not going to take it. However, had he taken it, the next staircase he would have found guaranteed would have an item. Level 5 has 1 transport staircase by default. Now will Captain Green buy the upgrade? He does, and it's the standard upgrade, so getting a discount of 24 rupees for 4 extra bombs. Not bad.
Let's see if Darkfalls does the exact same thing as Cap goes up into this Wizrobe room, up Ace, and goes back. And,
yeah, you certainly can't fault him.
I would do the same thing.
Blue Wizrobes do 2 beams of damage, or Wizrobes do 2 hearts of damage, both the beams and their body. Orange Wizrobe beams do 4 hearts of damage. So Darkfalls will get his Triforce out of level 4. That'll take him to 3 Triforce pieces. Captain Green takes down a Gibdo, and that was a push block room, so we do have second quest rooms on for this first half. There's the raft. which again, not required if you do level 7 first, but you're going to have to get the raft if you get the Triforce and then decide you want to come back there. So a good find there for Captain Green.
Yeah, so when Captain Green goes in there, finding that Triforce 3 rooms in, he's going to be able to take it and leave without having to worry about it.
Right you are there, and Captain Green now looking for the Triforce in level 5. Instead, is going to find nice damage boost using that candle. So instead of taking 2 hearts of damage, he takes only a half a heart damage. Great play there from Captain Green.
Dark Falls doing a nice job on this 4-headed Gliok, just hiding out in the doorway and taking his shots when he can.
It's a great strategy. Take pot shots on this Gliok here and not take any damage. Unfortunately, he's getting a little bit too impatient at the end there, but he should be able to take down this last head. Yeah, no problem. Great fight there from Dark Falls. Yeah, just great strategy. Just hide from the door, take your pot shots, don't take the damage.
Finds his Triforce, but he's going to keep exploring.
17 rooms here in this level 3. That's definitely on the small side, so not segmented. Usually level 3 it tends to be segmented more often than not this time. And that is going to be our item here in level 3. So let's take a look and find out what that item is going to be. It's the bow. What a huge find for Dark Falls.
And yes, they did start the seed with silvers and record. So with the ladder already in hand,
yeah,
Dark
absolutely.
Just gonna grab Triforces and go.
Yeah, I'd say right now, again, the key situation still could prove to be some kind of a downfall, but right now, Dark Falls is definitely in Triforce and Go mode. Dark Falls goes.
Immediate.
Yep, go ahead.
Sorry. They're both going to be in level 5 right now.
Yep, and almost all of the rooms have been exhausted on Captain Green's side, so he's going to up an A and try and find a different path, but Captain Green down to just 1 bomb. Chad bringing up an interesting point here, Fried Teeth, is this very well could come down to whether or not Ganon is going to be required. If Captain Green just goes for Triforces and makes his way into level 9, and Ganon is not required, we have ourselves a ball game. But if Ganon is required, Dark Falls is in the catbird seat.
But these silver arrows are also going to speed up Dark Falls combat, especially in this 5, which has been filled with Gibdos.
Gibdos normally have 7 HP. I don't know if they rolled down or up, but yeah, they're going to go down much quicker. Plus, he has quite a bit of arrow fodder as well. Dark Falls did decide to purchase that bomb upgrade, and he gets an extra 4 bombs.
Captain Green has to leave 5 because he's out of bombs.
Yeah, that's the nature of shapes, though. Fried Teeth is we have to play Hyrule's favorite game show of Find the Bomb Hole. Dark Falls finds the transport staircase. Unlike Captain Green, he is going to go ahead and take it the first time around. Oh, right into the waiting arms of a Gibdo, taking away 2 of his hearts. He will pick up a key. Bad news, they actually rolled up because 2 silver arrows didn't do the job. They should have done the job, which means they're at least 9 HP. It could be as many as 11. Now I'm going to count on Captain Green's side. I think it's 9.
Although, I've got to be honest, if there's an enemy I don't mind rolling up, they're certainly on that list.
I think they rolled up to 11. You want to know why I think they rolled up to 11? Dark Falls stabbed that Gibdo twice, then shot 2 arrows, and that still wasn't enough. I think they rolled to max 11. Then again, maybe my eyes are playing tricks, but no matter. Captain Green gets his Triforce out of level 5. Dark Falls sees the raft, thought about getting it, but realizes he really doesn't need that raft because, again, he can warp to that spot. So he knows it's not required in his case.
Yeah, I can't see any reason why he would ever need to go back to level 7.
Yeah, I mean, the only real good thing that could be in level 7, you know, that could help Dark Falls out, it could be the red ring or the magical key, but level 7 with all those staircases, that's not really a desirable level you want to be digging out. And the same can be said for 2Q8 as well, with 35 rooms of stairways to hell.
Yes, but I'd much rather.
That door penalty means Captain Green goes bankrupt. Darkfall's still trying to find this Triforce out of level 5, and fortunately for him, that is a red herring, so Darkfall's going to have to spend a key. And we'll see if that's a good decision. He is able to bomb to the south. There's his Triforce. So Darkfalls ties it up again. Both players now have 5 Triforce pieces.
Yeah, but Dark Falls has a pretty big advantage right now. He knows where 9 is. Captain Green hasn't found 9. And he's got his bow.
Good point there. Yeah, Captain Green, remember, picked up his candle much later than Dark Falls did. However, he's on the right track, and if he uses his candle right now, boom, he's going to find level 9. So all you had to do was talk about it, Fried Teeth, and the situation presents itself for Captain Green.
But we also know that Dark Falls knows exactly where to get that Triforce in 7. So when he heads back to 7, he's going to be in and out of there very, very quickly.
Holy smokes, look at the map to that level 6. Plus, we have a one-off. 31 rooms, so that's about an average-sized level 6. But yeah, that one-off is just screaming to be avoided.
Well, we know there's no reason to go over to it.
Unless the Triforce... No, you're right, because the Triforce wouldn't be there, because it's got to be in the Triforce room. There are no one-way staircases in shapes. So yeah, that is definitely going to be a bad staircase. So I think if Dark Falls or Captain Green finds a transport staircase, they're not going to take it. Well, it could be there, Zarnex, if Triforces weren't in Triforce rooms. But unfortunately, Triforces are in Triforce rooms, and staircases can't take you to Triforce rooms. That's impossible.
And you're right, because he saw that transport staircase and he left right away.
Yeah, and I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to take that staircase. Not a chance. I mean, is it possible it could have gotten him closer to the Triforce? Yeah, it's possible, but it's a 50-50 chance it would have taken him to that one-off. Oh, man, if this is a required room, Fright Teeth, good luck, you'll need it.
Well, depends on what is the primary enemy in that room. Because for Dark Falls, he can just take out the bunnies, and hopefully the blue Wizrobes don't come back.
Well, you know the blue Wizrobes are going to come back, as the game knows. And Captain Green sees that same staircase, and just like Dark Falls, opting not to take it. And Dark Falls is going to hope for the best. Now, there goes one of the blue Wizrobes, so that could be a break for Dark Falls. He's going to have one enemy left. What's it going to be? Oh, it's going to be the winner. Nice. So blue Wizrobes are not the dominant enemy. Dark Falls finds the item, and it's the recorder. So we found the natural location of the recorder, but Dark Falls doesn't need it because he's already got a breadstick.
And it is looking more and more likely that Heart Shuffle is off, which we've thought for quite a while already. But
Dark
everything's in place.
The easier enemy is, and then I think he's going to reset the room, which should spawn a Pole's Voice and a blue Wizrobe. Let's take a look. Yep. So the same setup. Pick up a heart. And going for bombs and completely missing because that blue Wizrobe decided to dodge. And he dodged again. That's what blue Wizrobes do best. They love to exhaust your bombs. Speaking of bombs, Captain Green getting too many hugs from Gibdos there. Back to start he goes. There's the Triforce for Dark Falls. So that is now number 6 on the board. Dark Falls still only has 1 key. And again, keys could be a factor when we get to level 9.
That 1 key, though, is looking a lot better than the 0 on Captain Green's side.
Yeah, Captain Green doesn't have any keys, and that is definitely a problem, because again, we are key blocked from progression level 1. Hey, look at this! Darkfall's deciding to play the money-making game, and he picked up 20 rupees. Nice win.
Darkfall's is choosing to explore. I wonder if he's looking for more money right now.
Might be looking for more money so he can purchase some keys, which, you know, definitely makes sense in his current situation. But instead, he finds level 8. And I don't think Dark Falls wants any part of it. I mean, the items that are in there could be of use to him, but again, with all the staircases, and if it's another Wizro set, yeah, you don't want to play that. Dark Falls might be heading for level 7. That's exactly where he's going. Looks like he's going to go ahead and play it now. My guess, Fried Teeth, is that Dark Falls is going to try to find some keys if he can help it, and then pick up the Triforce. And this, with this enemy set, it's not so bad with the Gorillas.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Because he knows he's going to have to use that 1 key that he does have just to get it into level 1.
For all we know, Fried Teeth, that 1 key may not be enough. He's going to go ahead and pick up the Triforce here. He's going to hope that this 1 key is enough to finish off level 1. Meanwhile, Captain Green's still trying to find the Triforce here, but again, this is where having that bow is giving Dark Falls a huge advantage over Captain Green.
Because, what, just about 5-10 minutes ago, Captain Green was up a Triforce?
Now
Dark
2.
Falls is looking for his last one.
Yep, and with this 1 key, Dark Falls is hoping that the 1 key will get him to where he needs to be. It's this door right here that Dark Falls is going to take, and he's hoping that that 1 key is enough. Here he goes. Hopefully there's not another locked door. Well, Recorder, hello, Dig Dogger. It's just a single segmented Dig Dogger, but he still has to be careful. Darkfall's going to lose 2 hearts. Going for Silver Arrow strats, I like it. That was a nice kill there for Darkfalls. Is this a push block? Do we have an item, or is this a segmented one? There's the item. Look at this! Wow! You couldn't have asked for a better item if you're Darkfalls. He gets the magical key. Any key troubles he could have had in level 9 are gone. And right next door is the Triforce boy. What a jackpot that Dark Falls just hauled in. He's ready to go into level 9, folks.
Not sure there's anything he would have preferred to find there. I mean, Red Ring would have been nice, but
chances are Red Ring and Silver Arrows, I mean, it's a fair chance at this point that they're both going to be in level 9, you know, given what we have seen up to this point. I mean, not a guarantee, but there's a fair chance we're going to find the Red Ring and Silver Arrows in level 9, just based on what we've seen up to this point. So, Darkfall is going into level 9, so he's going to be looking for a couple things. First, if Ganon is required, he'll be looking for a single shutter door room. If it does not open upon full clear, that is where Zelda is, or in Darkfalls' case, that's where Link is going to be, and Ganon would be required. But if Ganon is not required, Link could be behind anything. Could be behind a shutter door, could be behind a locked door, an open door, a bomb hole, a walk-through wall, even a staircase room. You just never know. Unfortunately, Captain Green's still here in level 6.
So here's the one disadvantage we're seeing of the recorder taking you to unbeaten dungeons. That recorder is useless now, and so he had to walk all the way across the map just to get to level 9.
That's true, but Dark Falls has made it. Unfortunately, he can't do the pirouette trick because it's a walkthrough wall. That's why he couldn't do the pirouette trick, Dark Falls. That was a walkthrough wall. Yes, walkthrough walls are on because we do have 2Q dungeons in play. Alright. Falls is able to bomb to the right. And it's a Wizrobe dungeon. Could you expect anything different, Fryeteeth?
Nope. And Captain Green, I believe, just decided to leave level 6, and he's headed back to 1, where at least with his 1 key, he'll be able to solve his key problems.
Absolutely, that will help him out, but time is definitely running out for CaptainGreen7 here, as Dark Falls is trying to find a better path where he wants to just avoid Wizrobes at all cost. Unfortunately, with no book, where you are not going to find out anything about hints that these 3 old men are going to have to offer our players.
In chat, how did he miss the bow? I believe he needed 1 key to get up to the bow, and he was out of keys when he got the Triforce in level 3.
Yeah, that's just a tough break. Speaking of keys, there is your magical key for Captain Green. He'll pick that up and burns it in disgust. Dark Falls finds another walk-through wall. Now, the big question is, will Zelda, or again in Dark Falls' case, Link and Ganon be in their proper rooms, or has that been shuffled?
We haven't seen either of their rooms yet.
No, we have not, which kind of leads me to believe they're both going to be in their normal rooms. But Darkfall's trying to do a clip in this turnstile room because it looks like he wants to go north. Does so successfully. So now Darkfalls finds, doesn't like what he sees in that room.
And that is the logical thing, to keep going up in these rooms, because if she is in her own room...
Ooh, that's a blue bubble room with a shutter door that is not opening. That means Ganon is required. Darkfalls is in great shape. Problem is Darkfalls cannot get out of this room and might just up an A at this point, which he does.
So that means for Captain Green, in addition to clearing out 6 and 7, at some point he's going to have to head back to 3 to find his bow.
Yeah, Captain Green's in big trouble. I mean, unless Ganon proves to be an adept hider like Zelda normally is, well, let's face it, the reason why the kidnapped boss did hide and seek is because Zelda wasn't the hider. Link was.
Although for Dark Falls, he is on Wood Sword and Green Tunic.
Yeah, that is one thing that could stop Dark Falls' progress, is level 9 itself. Now Dark Falls has to be careful. One bop from Patra Wayne here, and he goes back to start. He's got to take him down. Down to a heart and a half, those turret statues. The Beamos, nice kill though, will get a heart out of that fight. And we'll move on. So now, he wants to listen for the roar of Ganon. Because this is 2Q9 and not Chafes, there are plenty of dark rooms, not just the one. Sounds like Dark Falls has found the roar, and I think he's got it. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon! Ganon's own room, nonetheless. That was the only way to find Zelda's room, where Dark Falls found it. And it's a 0 HP Ganon, and that's going to be your ball game. Triforce of Power and Bacon. And Dark Falls is going to take home game number 1 in quite impressive fashion. Now Dark Falls just has to remember the exact path to Zelda's room, or again, Link's room, and that's going to be it. Falls trying to not get hit by these red bubbles. Oh, just able to dodge that last one right there.
We don't even know what the red bubble curse is in this seed.
Nope, and I don't think Dark Falls wants to find out.
Captain Green finally gets his Triforce out of level 6.
Oh, but Darkfall's getting orange Wizro beamed, so back to start he goes, which will buy a little bit of time for Captain Green, but I don't think that's going to be relevant.
No, but that never feels good when you know you're on the path to end it, and you take a death like that. You're staring at IRC right now.
Yeah, because he knows what kind of opponent CaptainGreen7 is, and you know Darkfalls might feel he could be behind. Little does he know he is in the driver's seat right now as Captain Green is going to purchase the maximum number of bombs here, up to 8. Does he go for 12? No, he'll stick with 8. So Darkfall's just trying to retrace his steps. This looks like a familiar path. There you have it, folks. Get your GGs out for Darkfalls. He has rescued Link and has won game number 1.
And meanwhile, Captain Green's found his white sword. Can't catch where he found that.
I didn't see how he got that.
He's headed into Second Quest 8. So I would guess that's probably where he found it.
Yeah, that makes the most sense here, and I'm guessing he's trying to dig out the bow here, or is that going to be a white flag for Captain Green? For those of you playing Name That Tune, when in doubt, guess an SNES RPG, and Super Mario RPG definitely fits the bill. With that, we do have our winner, Darkfalls, here in the commentator's booth with us. GG, boy, a well-played seed from you tonight.
Well, thank you. I was feeling really behind, especially when I took those 2 deaths in level 9. But yeah, I got lucky, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you were trailing for much of this race, but the big equalizer was the bow out of level 3. You had enough resources to get a hold of that bow, whereas Captain Green, unfortunately, after he got his Triforce out of level 3, had to bail. And when it got to level 6, you were both in level 6 at the same time, but because you had the bow and silver arrows, you were able to make quicker work out of that level 6, and you took the lead, and you never looked back. Yeah, you were down a Triforce piece, and by the time he was done with level 6, you were 9.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, got a new green. GG, my friend.
Thank you, GG.
Yep, CaptainGreen7, GG to you. That you had the lead for much of this race, but the big difference was a couple of things. Number one, Darkfalls found the bow in level 3. He had just enough resources to do so. Unfortunately, you didn't have enough resources to be able to dig out the bow at the time, and also Ganon ended up being required anyway, so you had to have the bow.
Yeah, I was just in key trouble the entire seed, and that
Both
I found any one. Okay.
In fact, yeah, both of you ended up being
found
key blocked.
Any key on 0 keys.
Yeah, that had to be a good sight for both of you, finding the any key in level 1 when you both had 0 keys, because that just never happens. Usually when you find the any key, you're sitting on about 10 to 12 keys, but yeah, finding it at 0, that had to be a good feeling, huh, Darkfalls?
Yeah, whenever you see a 0 and you find the any key, that's enormous. Keys kind of led my path throughout most of the seed. I only had that 2 keys. I think I went to 3. I spent one of them to get past the Gleeok, and then I didn't want to come back there because I didn't have a good way to get back. Kind of like why I retried out of the Triforce in 7 the first time. I didn't want to have to dig out the raft unless I had to. So I went and figured I'd get the item while I was in 3. Don't come back unless I absolutely have to. That's kind of a walk. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. And I guess I got lucky. That's where the bow was.
Very lucky indeed. That ended up being a deciding factor, because if you hadn't gotten that bow, this still could have been anybody's race, and who knows what could have happened in level 9. But GG to the both of you. Again, congratulations to you, Darkfalls. You take a 1-0 lead in the best of 3 match. And I don't know when the next match is going to be. Let me see if we have this on our schedule yet.
The next match is
like
tomorrow night at 10 o'clock.
Yep. Looks like on Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. You're absolutely right. I'm looking at the schedule right now.
Yeah, it's Monday night. I had something personal come up that I had to take care of tomorrow, so we moved it to Monday.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I have no further questions. You both played really, really well. I mean, it just boiled down to whose exploration was better, and you routed it about as perfect as you did Dark Falls, and you had very little trouble in level 9. So you have to feel good about the way you played tonight's seed.
I mean, I feel good. I mean, whenever against up against someone like Captain Green, who's just fantastic at this game, I felt behind even just going in, just because of the competitor that he is. And I guess taking the win, I feel good, but we'll see what happens on Monday, and I'm sure it'll be a close race again, hopefully. And thank you to CDN Pro for the restream, and Pro and Fred for the tracking, and Fred Heath and Laws for the commentary.
Thank you very much, and we wish you both the best of luck in game number 2, which again will be coming up on Monday night. Fry Teeth, do you have any final questions before we sign off?
Last question I was going to ask is, do we know what the remorse flag is for game 2?
I previously mentioned ±4. I could still honor that. I mean, I don't know. I'll talk with Dark Falls afterwards to be sure. But
you can pick whatever you want, man. It's totally up to you.
Okay, I'll probably decide shortly after this then. So not sure yet.